right, this is Tess Swanks back with Hip Hop Titans, and I have
TiTi Lo Key.
All right, girls, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. So how'd you get your start in the rap industry?
Well, honestly, I actually started off as a dancer. Like, I was dancing since, like, the age of 3, just doing talent shows everywhere. Like, I love hip-hop, love music. But I got kind of tired of being just in the background, being a background dancer, and I started writing. And then just from there, I started rapping. Yep.
So what do you love most about hip-hop music?
I love the fact that you get to express yourself however you choose to, and nobody can ignore you. And that's really kind of how it started, too, as well. Like, I was, like, the youngest child, and I hate when people ignore me, so I'm like, you're going to hear me one way or another. So the best thing I like about hip-hop is that you can express yourself freely. Yep.
Okay, and so what are some of your goals?
Honestly, one of my goals is to bridge the gap. I'm Nigerian, and I infuse a lot of Afrobeat into my music. And so my goal is really to bridge the gap between Nigeria and America, because when I go to Nigeria and I'm on the radio stations, you hear everything. You hear music from Europe, you hear music from America, you hear music from Africa. But here, you only hear music from here. Right. So my goal is really to, like, bridge the gap. That's definitely one of my goals.
Okay, definitely. If there was something you could tell your fans or anybody who's listening or watching, what would it be?
Well, number one, keep God first, because even when you're on the ladder to success, you're always going to have so many different devils trying to attack you left and right. So you got to keep God first, number one. But number two, don't let nobody tell you no. No is never an answer. If you have a passion for something, keep going. Never take no for an answer. And that's what I was telling.
Okay, so tell us, what do you have coming up?
Right now, I just released my album. It's called No Boundaries, and you can get it online or iTunes, Google Play, everywhere else. And I'm also working on new music right now, so, yep.
Tell us about the new music. What inspired this new music?
This new music actually just moved to Atlanta 5 months ago, and, you know, it's a different sound in Atlanta. Right. So now I've been working on trying to blend, like, the Afro beat with, like, the trap, you know, music, and that's going to be real different. So that's really what inspired me, just going around in Atlanta, seeing a lot of, you know, different kinds of music. Because I'm from Chicago originally as well. So even though we got, like, the drill out there, it's still a little different than the sound in Atlanta. So that's what inspired me to get back in the studio and think of something. So, yeah.
And last but not least, tell us where we can find your music.
You can go to ilokei.com, that's ILOKEI.com, or you can just search TiTi Lo Key, that's TiTi LoKei. Yep.
And there you have it with TiTi Lo Key.
Yeah, yo, I feel like these niggas is mad. I feel like you bitches are sad. Feels like I'm giving too much of my time, so you haters can